Welcome to the fourth installment in my random one-shot reading series, Oneshot Roulette, where I spin the roulette wheel 3 times on a website called spin.moe and land on 3 different manga that I quickly review and let you know if they're worth reading or not. No one-shot is off the table unless I've already covered it in a previous video or if it's untranslated, and that's the extent of the rules, so let's spin the wheel already. And our first spin of the day has given us the second comp manga in this series so far, Murikuri. Since I went through who super popular girls manga group Clamp were in the last video, I won't be delving into them here today, but this is a 15-page collection of short gags basically. They're essentially all random and all very weird, ranging from a pig high schooler to Santa Claus and his needy girlfriend, to aliens and even Mpreg. Murikuri really runs the gambit of weirdness, but I honestly really enjoyed this one. Since it's so low stakes, short and funny, I genuinely think people should read this and it's worth trying, although it's not quite as spectacular enough to be a must read. And Christmas came early with Itsudatte My Santa by Ken Nakamatsu, which may be a familiar name as they're the creator of Love Hina, Negima, and UQ Holder, among some other things. They also currently hold a seat in Japan's House of Councillors and have had a major political career, with him often trying to influence laws concerning arts and media. Itsudatte My Santa is a one-shot he did early on in his career and follows Santa, a boy named due to his birthday falling on December 24th. He's being a pervert and taking pictures of upskirts at the beginning when a girl called Mai approaches him and asks if they can spend the night together. Everyone hears this and thinks it's some sexual proposition, and she then whacks him for misunderstanding what she said and says that she is actually Santa Claus, and is promptly just arrested by some police. The majority of the story then follows Santa, who hates Christmas and his birthday due to him always being alone, and Mai effectively granting him his wish of having a birthday party. It balances ecchi elements with slapstick and random humor pretty effectively. Mai is a really enjoyable and silly character who you can't help but like, and her gag that she's Santa but can't conjure a presents and only fish is pretty funny to me. There's also a nice emotional side to this one shot. All the snow, the Christmassy vibes, and the 2 characters dealing with their various troubles is nice. There's a certain level of wish fulfillment here too, of finding a cute girl who's also a hot Santa. That's kind of appealing, I think. I'll admit that much. While I really want to give this a must read because I really enjoyed it, I think people who don't like ecchi probably won't appreciate some parts, so this is something I think is very much worth checking out if you'd like a nice Christmas themed sweet treat. And finally, we can't end an episode without going through something gay. The wheel just loves the gays and I don't know what to say. This time though we have something I found pretty enjoyable, Lockout, coming in at 24 pages by Ayano Amane, who is apparently Japan's most popular BL artist, although her manga don't seem to be super popular in the West. I think this is the first time while reading BL that I've noticed the large hands and long chins that yaoi in BL are known for, but Ayano's characters and expressions in this are really good despite it being one of her earlier works. The actual plot of Lockout follows some shenanigans involving a shrewd lawyer called Sasaki who's dealing with some unsavory types. They don't get what they want out of him, so they send a picklocker, Satoshi Izawa, to steal some documents for them. But our boy Sasaki throws his jacket over his face and he ends up with a concussion and a sprained ankle. A critical hit if I've ever seen one. They have a back and forth about who sent him, and ultimately Sasaki bets Izawa that if he can open the safe within 5 minutes, he'll let him go. So Izawa does what he does best, until Sasaki starts taking off his belt and straight up starts It's really goofy, and I guess this is what Fujos are into, but I can't help but find their reactions and weird rivalry kind of funny in an absurd way. The one-shot then ends with one of the best cheesy lines ever: "Then try using the lockpicking skills that you're so proud of to open my heart." This one is honestly a ton of fun, and I think without you even being into BL, you can enjoy this as a comedy. I at least found it really funny, and I think it's worth reading if it sounds interesting to you. And that brings us to the end of today's Oneshot Roulette, a weird and wacky selection that includes some gay stuff as always, and a lot of Santa Claus for some reason. Each of these I think is worth reading, and I really enjoyed today's selection overall. They all end up in worth trying for various reasons, and I implore everyone to seek them out. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more and check out the other videos in this series. If you want some longer and more focused videos, you can check out my History of Shonen Jump series, where I cover the magazine's history from the very beginning. If you like more modern manga though, I also have the Axe Files, where I examine Shonen Jump's cancelled manga. And if you really like what I make, please consider supporting me on Patreon. It helps a ton, and you can help influence the direction of the channel a bit. You'll also be thanked at the end of my videos, and at the $3 tier you can get your own little doodle like Kinocha, Cody, Kaizoku Gairu, Soroko Zero, Holly the Apothecary, Mayu, It's Fako, Elias Demansky, and Lay Sarget. Thank you all for supporting me and what I make. And as always, thank you so much for watching, remember to be kind and take care.